So in this video, I'm going to be doing a deep dive for Constance. I think this is one of the most interesting characters that we've seen in the game so far, being that she's a defender and she gives two super unique buffs to allies in her range. And she has a pretty good range here, a one tile square around where she's placed. And she, as far as base stats, pretty decent for a defender. The HP is not one of the highest in the game, but definitely can be used as a defender. But really what I want to get into with her kit is the single target heal to allies in range. So it is attack-based healing, which on a defender you're really going to want a lot of HP and defense, but because of her inspiration as well, I'll get into that. You're really going to want to build her with some attack, maybe some HP and defense bonus in the substat rolls, but let's get into it. So, grants attack-based healing to one ally in range, restoring HP equal to 60% of the hero's healing multiplier for the ally. When the hero blocks enemies, she stops the healing and strikes one blocked enemy, dealing 100% damage. So you're really going to want her healing for content like Guild Boss, and then also, even in just like Campaign and Void Rift, the fact that she can heal outside of a healer's range can be super helpful because you could just have her down instead of having to place another healer. Her cost is 18, so that is pretty standard for a defender, but because you're able to not deploy a healer, or because you don't have to deploy a healer, that cost kind of makes more sense. And then also, with her inspiration boost, it does scale off of attack. So you're really going to want probably attack percentage rolls or attack percentage main stats for her gear. And then you're going to want some sort of HP and defense bonus to have her be tanky outside of that. But I think some content where she's really going to shine is in Guild Boss. I think some people without the super meta teams are going to be able to run a super fighter heavy team for this. So I'm just going to go in here. I don't have my team made, but kind of what I'm thinking for Constance is you could have a bunch of fighters in these squares here. So you could bring 6 fighters, place them kind of all around. So you could have a nightmare-based team. You could have Infernals with Zillatu. Doesn't really matter, but pretty much what I'm getting at here is you can have fighters surrounding these 5 tiles, and then you can put Constance here in the middle where I have Dolores. She's going to be able to heal them all and give them that inspiration attack boost. And then you could also put Dolores here where you're typically going to put her, and then you're going to see just some crazy inspiration boost with Dolores and also Constance. So they're going to stack upon each other, and your fighters are just going to be able to do some crazy damage. So I think if you don't have the super meta teams, she's definitely going to help because you can just run a bunch of different fighters. And then outside of that, I think she's just going to be used in a bunch of different content. The fact that she can heal and also provide that inspiration boost is just something that we haven't seen in this game for a defender. So I think as far as champions go, I would rate her somewhere in the S tier just because of her uniqueness. Her other skills really don't do all that much. It's just healing and more healing. But I really think she's going to be a viable healer, and then also this inspiration boost is just something else. So do I like her? Yes. Do I think you should summon for her? Yes, because of how unique she is. But that's really my thoughts on her. I think she's going to shine in Guild Boss, and then as more content is added to the game, I think she's just going to become more and more useful over time. So thank you for watching.